everybody, it's Chic and today's video is all about the eyes. So today I'm going to be doing a couple different things. I'm going to be including how to fill in your brows, but more importantly, I'm going to be including my signature, famous, whatever you want to call it. Everybody that knows me knows that I do my eyeshadow like this, my signature outer quarter fade look. MK, this video finally exists for you. You're welcome. So to start off with, I'm going to say that I already have some face makeup on. See my previous videos to show. I have a video on powder foundation, a video on liquid foundation, and a video on contour. So that will cover anything that you need to know about getting your face ready. Some people prefer to do their eye makeup first. I do my face makeup first. You do you. So we're going to start with a base. So this base I'm going to use is called Thrive Cosmetics, C-A-U-S-E, Cosmetics, Brilliant Eye Brightener. It spins up, and on the underside it has a little sharpener so you can get that point on there. So this is something that you can use on that waterline in your eye, which helps brighten up your eyes and make them appear brighter. Today I'm going to be using it on the lid as a shadow base because I want a little extra shimmer in it. So I take my eye, I give it a little pull to make it taut, and then we just go over the lid with the full lid with the product. So because it's like because it's a stick and not just a powder, it's gonna have a little, it's not like tacky. It's not tacky to the touch of your finger, but it will be tacky enough for a powder to help adhere to it. So now I'm going to go over the other one. There, so I just put that on my full lid. Now I'm going to go in, I'm going to be using two eyeshadow palettes today. One is a Tarte palette. It is called Maneater. I featured this in one of my other videos before. And the other one is the Naked Smoky Eye palette. So Urban Decay Smoky. So I like to start by putting a light shadow on my entire lid. So I've got that nice light shimmery base. So I'm going to use my shadow brush. These eyeshadow brushes are from Real Techniques. And I'm going to pick up, you can tell that I like using lace because I've used a lot of that color. It is similar to the color High in the Urban Decay palette. And then there's a color called Meow in the Tarte palette that is similar to the colors Combust and 13, closer to 13. So any combination of those colors, I just want a light but shimmery base. So I'm going to go over and go right over top of that light pencil that I did before. Pick up on the shadow, Meow, and then a little lace. Meow has no shimmer and lace does have shimmer. Alright, so now I'm going to dust the powder off my brush and go in just to the shadow that doesn't have any shimmer. I'm going to go over that brow bone. Alright, we're highlighting the brow bone. So now my eyes are just very light. This signature look that I do, you can do a couple of different ways. I think I'm going to do a bold look today. So you can vary this and make it as bold or as subtle as you like. I do a subtle version of this for a professional look with neutral colors. Today I will be using two different colors in the crease and then a darker color in the outer corner. In my crease, I'm going to be featuring the color Smolder from the Naked palette, which is that purpley color. It does not appear as purpley on the skin as it does in the palette. So I'm going to swatch it on my hand for you. So that's what it looks like when you pick up a lot of it. But once you swatch it, it's not quite as purpley unless you really, really, really cake it on there. And then the burgundy color, the name got wiped off, but it's called Hypnotic and it's in the Tarte palette. So I'm going to start with Smolder. Reminds me of Flynn Rider. Here comes the smolder. I don't think I do it right. So when I'm going to do a dark shadow, I will always take something to prevent fallout. So I'm going to pick up some Smolder get it on my crease brush, place that on my lower line, and the line that you want it to follow there, in case you get like a dark line there, if you wind up with a line, just make sure it's a line that's going to wind up with like a cat eye. So I take it, I pull it out a little bit to create some tension. So we're going to go in a V, a sideways V. So we bring it into the crease. Yes, that's very dark. It's a bold look today. And then we bring it onto that lash line. So it's a V like that, where the top line comes in further than the bottom line. So we're going to come in, make that bottom portion a little darker. Then we're going to go in and get some of Hypnotic from the Tarte palette. And this is a lighter color. That purple Smolder has a lot of black in it. It's dark. So we're going to take Hypnotic, which is that lighter brown burgundy, and we're going to warm it up a little bit. Pick that up. We're going to warm it up a little bit. We're going to blend it. Again, up and then down. So then we take our blending shadow brush, it's just a regular floofy brush, and you still want to hold this under there for fallout. Notch out that line and go over it. Now you don't want to bring it too far in and just go over the whole lid, or else you're going to bring that dark color all the way in. Now if you want to do a smoky eye where the dark is just on the lid, that's another style of smoky eye. It's not what I'm featuring today, which is fine. So you just want to blend it out here so it will fill in that V a little bit. And then after I've blended it, I'll go onto the paper towel and wipe off some of that dark shadow. And then I'll go in here and grab the light and pull it into that a little bit and blend that to where it's softer. So then clean up the brush, do some more blending, and that, see, when you look at it, that seems, ooh, that's kind of dark. You back up, not so dark. So my goal here is to have a little bit of that shimmer brought into the dark and the dark fade out into the light. So I'm also constantly cleaning this blending brush so that if I decide I want to bring more light into the dark, I'm not going to suddenly have like a black spot all the way in here. But since I'm going for a bold look, I think I'm actually going to pick up that crease brush again and go back into Smolder, which was the dark purple. Put that there for fallout, and I'm going to go over the bottom line a little more. So the bottom line mostly, and I think with the top line I'm going to hit up Hypnotic, that burgundy. And then I'm going to blend again. So this is what I would probably do for an evening look, but I'm not done yet. Then I'm going to go into, I could go into either one of my palettes. The black shadow in the Tarte palette is called Catcall. Rude. The black shadow in the Naked palette is called Black Market. So I'm going to go in and get some black shadow. And then it's just going to go in that very, very corner. I'm going to dot it in that corner. Pick up a little bit more. Dot it in that corner and just barely bring it in to blend. And I get my blending brush. Make sure it's cleanish. And then just barely, I'm barely touching it, barely bringing that in. Clean that off. Blend, 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 blend. So now I'm going to go in and repeat on the other side. So you gotta make sure your hand's clean before you start touching your face, or else you'll get marks. So I take this and pull it to make it taut. This is L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner. It's a fat eyeliner. I found that of the pencil eyeliners, this one stays in place well. If you put it on and don't have mascara, it'll run up your lashes and then it'll come down, but once I put on mascara, this liner stays really well. So I make it taut and I just touch right up against that lash line and I work back and forth. Again, this is a nighttime look. This is going to be a little bit more bold. Now, not crazy. We might get into something crazy a different time. But I would wear this on a date at night. I would wear this out at night. I would wear this, yeah, I'll wear it to a lot of places. So most people, the goal is to make the eye appear bigger. So you do not want to bring your eyeliner all the way down into here because that closes it off. When you close off a shape, that creates obvious borders. When you leave it open, the border is not obvious and the brain perceives it as larger. So I do not close this off all the way in here on the top or the bottom. So with the bottom, I do the same thing. I pull it a little bit taut. I come in, and then once my lashes really start thinning out, I stop. Now you can go behind that and blend that a little bit to where it just kind of fades out, but once you put on mascara, I think it looks fine. So I've done this, so I'm going to do the bottom on this side as well. Ta-da! So next, I'm going to take a break from eyeliner and go in and do my eyebrows. This is what I'm using for my brows. It's just a little it says NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. Why is it cake? Anyway, it's got a brow wax in it for some control. My eyebrows are already plucked. I mean, maybe I've got a couple stray. Oh well. When you're working on your brows, there are two shades in here. There's a lighter and then there's a darker. The lighter, you start on the inside. So I just picked up some of that lighter one with my brow brush. Follow that line. Pick up some more. Follow the other line. My brows get thin right in here. So that's where I'm going to focus on that. So I'm going to, before I shift into the darker color, I'm going to do the lighter color on both sides. You follow that line. And remember, your eyebrows are not supposed to be twins, just sisters. Sometimes mine look more like cousins. It's okay, as long as they're related. Then I'm going to go back and pick up that darker color, and starting at the arch, I'm going to bring that out into the tail of my brow. So same thing. I raise my eyebrow just because I start with it raised. So now I'm just going to add some mascara. There are lots of mascaras that work really well. I'll probably do a mascara review of some of my favorite in another video, but for today I'm just doing an everyday mascara that you can find in a grocery store or drugstore that works really well, and that is, it used to come in a combo with this eyeliner, so it's from L'Oreal as well, and it's Voluminous False Fiber Lashes. Comes in a gold tube. There are two kinds from them that come in a gold tube. One of them is like Voluminous Million Lashes, but this is the False Fiber Lashes. Now this doesn't have false fibers like some of the high class ones where they're like, they're really big, but it's got enough in there. When choosing between a lengthening mascara and a volumizing mascara, now some do both, but when choosing which feature is more advertised, I will personally always go for a lengthening mascara because you can always build volume, but if it does not have the formula to build length, you're not going to be able to fake that. Unless you have some lashes to add. Stay tuned for another video. So there are a couple ways you can put on mascara. If anybody is a super newbie to makeup and wants me to do just a how to put on mascara video, let me know in the comments. For right now, I'm just going to put on some mascara. How many of you have a weird mascara face? I feel like a weirdo because I don't have a super weird mascara face. I don't assume the position. I guess my eyes look a little funny when I do it because I'm blinking and then I'm doing tension. Now we're going to do the lower lashes. That's it for today's eye look. I hope you like it. I will be featuring this exact look in another video where I give another how-to. So, hit that like button, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. Let me know in the comments what you want to see in the future. Bye. Thanks for watching.